is going on, everyone? So as you guys can see, I have once again moved to another location. I will be filming in this room for pretty much most of this year, except for around Christmas time and obviously into the summertime as well. But as of right now, this is where most of my videos will be filmed from, and that's also part of the reason why I have not made a video within the last week. And now that we're finally entering the fall season of movies, I have decided to make this a channel update video to update you guys on all the upcoming movies I plan to see, as well as all the videos I plan on making within the next couple of months. And let me say, there seems to be a lot of really good movies coming up in September, as well as October. I'm really excited for these months. Hopefully they can be the best months for movies so far this year. It's going to be really hard to live up to June and July, but I have a lot of hope, especially for September. There seems to be a lot of great movies, especially on one specific weekend. So I just cannot wait to see what potential Oscar movies we have coming up. So there's 3 movies I said I was going to see, but I still haven't seen them, but I might see a couple of these, and that is The Dark Tower, Logan Lucky, and The Hitman's Bodyguard. I'm most likely going to see either The Dark Tower or Logan Lucky. I'm not too interested in seeing The Hitman's Bodyguard, but Logan Lucky I would love to see. The Dark Tower just looks like an average movie, so I'd much rather just see Logan Lucky over that one. Unfortunately, there's no major releases coming up for Labor Day weekend, so on September 8th, we have It. I hate clowns so much, and this movie has my biggest fear in the entire world. I don't know, this movie just looks so intense and freaking creepy and scary. I don't know if I could see it. We'll see. It looks really good. I'm really interested by this trailer. The trailer was honestly amazing and really well put together, but don't be surprised if I don't see it. And then on September 15th, we have our next potential Oscar-nominated movie, that is Mother, starring Jennifer Lawrence. It looks like it could be a really good movie. I already talked about it in one of my videos in the last couple of weeks, but this movie I'm really excited to see. And we also have American Assassin coming out that weekend. It stars the guy from The Maze Runner. Who knows with this movie? It has the title American Assassin, and usually movies with the name American in front of another word, they're usually pretty good, so I actually have some hope, even though it stars a guy that's usually in chick flicks. September 22nd, this is a huge weekend with so many big movies coming out. First of all, we have Kingsman: The Golden Circle. I am so excited to see that movie. The first Kingsman movie was phenomenal. I have so much hope for this movie to be just as good, if not better. Stronger is a movie about a Boston bomber victim starring Jake Gyllenhaal. I hope to see this movie. It looks like it could be pretty good, and I love Jake Gyllenhaal, so hopefully I end up checking out that movie. And then we also have another Lego movie coming out, the Lego Ninjago movie. I really enjoyed the Lego movie as well as a Lego Batman movie back in February, so I'm hoping that this movie is also just as good as those movies. It looks really funny, it looks like it has great animation, and a lot of the same things that those movies did so well. And then we also have another potential Oscar movie that weekend, The Battle of the Sexes, the movie about the 2 tennis players that were opposite sexes and went against each other. It stars Emma Stone and Steve Carell. Definitely a movie I'm really anticipating. Hopefully I can see it. I have a feeling it's going to be a limited release for a long time, so hopefully I could see it pretty early around the time it comes out. Maybe I'll just go to an independent theater. And to close out September, we have a movie that made my top 10 most anticipated movies of 2017 list, and it is American Made, starring Tom Cruise. The trailer of this movie was superb. I like Tom Cruise in this role. I'm hoping this movie is somewhat like a Wolf of Wall Street, but not obviously as good as that. I just think this movie could be one of those films that we look back on and say, hey man, that's a movie I could watch multiple times and it's really funny. And it did everything that I wanted it to do, and the movie itself was exactly what I wanted it to be. So American Made, I definitely anticipate this movie. To begin October, we have Blade Runner 2049 starring Ryan Gosling and Harrison Ford. It is a sequel to Blade Runner from the 80s. I'll be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of that movie. I understand that the visual effects for that film back in the 80s were mind-blowing, and many of the things that film did were never before seen and were looked at as phenomenal back in the day. I'm really excited for this movie. It looks like it could be a better version for me personally than the original Blade Runner. It looks like it's going to have more action and better looking CGI and visual effects and everything. I love Ryan Gosling and Harrison Ford. I'm hoping that this one is better than the original Blade Runner. We'll see. Also on that weekend, it's The Mountain Between Us. I don't really know if I'm going to see this movie. I have a feeling it's going to get pretty poor reviews. But it could surprise us. We never know. I like Idris Elba. He's a great actor. And Kate Winslet, she was great in Titanic. I don't really know what else to say about her recently, but hey, those two actors, they could work well together. This could be a small, fun little thriller. On October 13th, this is another movie coming out that could be Oscar bait, and it is Marshall. I am thinking that I won't like this movie as much as other Oscar movies this year. This one just kind of reminds me of your typical Oscar bait movie. Maybe it will have many intense scenes. I don't know. I'm hoping, because otherwise I have a feeling I'm not going to be too invested with this plot. Whenever movies involve a lot of court cases, they just don't interest me that much, but this one could also potentially surprise me. On October 20th, a movie that looks like it could be really bad and a guilty pleasure, Geostorm. This one looks exactly like Into the Storm. Wow, if I end up seeing this one, imagine what I have to say. Probably nothing good. This one looks absolutely terrible, in my opinion, just from the trailer alone. And the final movie on this list is for October 27th, and it is Suburbicon, starring Matt Damon and Julianne Moore. I've already talked about this movie as well. I'm not a big fan of Matt Damon movies, especially when he's trying to be funny, except for in the movie The Departed. He was great in that movie, but other than that, I'm not a huge Matt Damon comedy fan, and this one is directed by George Clooney. It looks like it's trying to be funny throughout the whole movie. I have a feeling I'm going to go into this film and be like, nah, I'm not a big fan, but we'll see. And obviously there's plenty of movies coming out in November that are really cool, as well as around Christmas time and throughout December. And of course I'll be doing more ranking videos, top 10 videos, Blu-ray updates, and I might also do another video game review or two, because there's plenty of awesome new Nintendo and Xbox games coming out in the fall, so I might have a couple of those for you guys. Expect my next Blu-ray video to come out in September. I'm still gathering more Blu-rays as time goes on. Of course, I'll have more ranking and top 10 videos as soon as possible. Alright guys, so hopefully this weekend I do in fact end up seeing Logan Lucky. We'll see. It's going to be tough because my schedule is just so conflicted with so many things going on, but I do hope to see Logan Lucky or even The Dark Tower this weekend. Thank you all so much for watching this video, and I hope you all have a fantastic day.